Hey Go Getter, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Learning Hub where we talk all things career development, personal branding, and everything in between. I would like to acknowledge your support. Thank you so much for subscribing, for commenting on the first video. I really do appreciate you guys. And if you're new here, welcome to the family. And if you haven't already done so, please do remember to subscribe to the channel. We have so many things that are in store for you, so do remember to do that. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to apply to German universities. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, how do you come to Germany? And this is the video that you have been waiting for. So if you know someone who would benefit from this, please do remember to share with them. So I'm going to go through 4 steps that I really think will help you to get a head start if you're thinking of studying in Germany. And trust me, it's a great place to be. So the first thing that you need to do actually is, do you even qualify? You have to ask yourself the question, do I qualify to study in Germany? And how do you do that? There is a website that all German public universities use to validate if someone is eligible to study in German. It's called the Anibien website. I'm going to show you later in this video how to navigate on the website, but it's the one that you have to use to check if your documents or if you fit the requirements of the university. If you have your first degree, you can also check. It doesn't matter from which country you come from which institution, you can just check. For example, if you're studied at Africa University in Zimbabwe, they have a symbol H+, which means you qualify for a direct entry to study a master program. Maybe a university like Catholic University, you might have H-, which means you do not have a direct entry, but you have to fulfill some certain requirements before you can apply and go through with your application, right? The second thing you need to do as you prepare to study in Germany is to ask yourself, what exactly do I want to study? This is an important question. Yes, I know we all want to make money. Everyone wants money. And it's not about getting the quick fix. Do not cut corners, right? So when it comes to choosing your degree program, I would always advise you to go for what you love and what you're passionate about, because already living in a foreign country is a challenge on its own. So adding on to the stress of doing something you're not good at, I wouldn't want to imagine that. I have learned my lesson. When I came here, I was studying. I was enrolled for electrical engineering, and trust me, that was the worst decision I had made for myself. But thank God I managed to switch in time, because you don't want to realize that, oh, I don't like this program. Well, at least you've wasted time, you've wasted money. So really think through, what are you good at and what are you competent at, and then choose the right program, right? And the third thing that you need to consider is which universities offer the degree program that you want to pursue. And to do this, you can use the DAAD website. We are also going to look at that later in this video. This is a great website to look for scholarships with respect to your selected degree program, and it's also good to check for which universities offer a certain degree program, and they also show if the university has tuition-free courses, or how much you need to pay, or what's the family contribution per semester. So you can really capitalize on that website. And the fourth thing that you need to take care of is actually sending your applications. Please, I beg, do take care of the deadlines. Once you see that, once you have shortlisted the universities that you want to study at, and make sure that you also write the deadlines so that you start your applications as early as the portal opens, because you never know what happens in between. So you have to be early. And as you're sending your certified documents, make sure they are clean copies. Don't send something that you have to squint for someone to actually try to see what's written. So make sure they are clean, make sure they are certified, and you send them in time. We have 2 intakes in Germany. One is the winter semester and the other one is the summer semester. The winter semester normally starts in October and the summer semester normally starts in April. And please do apply in time, because you cannot negotiate when it comes to deadlines. And generally, most universities require the following documents when you're making your application: a high school leaving certificate. For most people, maybe it's the A-level certificate. And you need to have at least 2 A-level passes and 3 O-level passes. And these subjects don't have to be related, okay? And you also need to write a letter of motivation, or what they call a letter of purpose. Basically, you are telling them why you're a good fit for the university and why you want to study the certain degree that you would have picked. You also need to provide university transcripts, certified ones, and you also have to provide a CV. No cover letter on this one, just a CV. And most university require you to send the Europass version of a CV. And the other thing that you need to provide is an attest of English proficiency. If you've already done your first degree in English, your institute can write a formal letter which can serve as an attest that you are proficient in English. But if you do not have this, you are required to write the IELTS or the TOEFL English exams. And in some institutions, they actually require you to have some level of German, maybe A1 or A2, even if you're going to be studying in English. So to do this, you can go to Goethe Institute and do your classes. Just make sure you do these things in time. This is why it's important to check for the deadline, so that you can make your checklist and already tick the things that you need to do or the things that you would have done. So now we will move on to the websites that I was talking about. The ANBN, where you can validate if you qualify to study at a German university. And I'm also going to show you the DAAD website, where you can search for different courses and also like scholarships. Let's get right into it. Hey guys, so this is the website that I was talking about, where you can validate your qualifications if you are able to get a direct entry into a German public university or not, and also to validate your first degree, that is if you want to apply for a master's. So normally this website, everything is in German, and what you can do is to download a Google Translate extension like I have done here, so that I can be able to translate this page. If you face any challenges, please do let me know. So now that we have translated the page, in this video we are going to focus on these two, the institutions and qualifications with university entrance. So from here, we can select a country from where we are applying from. And in my case, I'm going to look for Zimbabwe, because I am from Zimbabwe. And then once I select my country, we can see the selection here. It can tell us the cities which have universities, but we are not concerned about that at the moment. And now you can see the institutions in Zimbabwe, African University, Bindura, Bulawayo Polytechnic, and so forth. But what you should be concerned about is this column, which is written status. So the H+ means that this university is recognized as a university in the German system. If an institution has an H-, it means it's not recognized. Maybe you have a diploma, you cannot apply for a master's with this certificate. Or a university can have a H+ or H-, which means it's undefined. Some courses could be eligible, but then some degree programs might not be eligible. So let's say we go to Africa University, we click here on this plus sign. We can already see the address of the university, and when you click here, you can be able to know what this symbol means. So like here, H+, the institution of these types are recognized as universities in the respective country, which is Germany. So we have H minus, it means it's not recognized. H plus or S plus or minus, it means that it's an undefined. So when we get to qualifications for university entrance, in this case, I'd already selected Zimbabwe. The qualifications that are recognized is either Cambridge, the A-level and the O-level certificates, or the ZIMSEC O-level and A-level certificates. But you need to be very careful here. If you want to know if you have a direct access or if you don't have, or I mean direct entry, if we click to someone with an A-level certificate for Cambridge, I select this one and it tells me that I have a direct access. I have direct access to all universities. That means that if I have written Cambridge, I have direct access to the German public universities. But here, it also shows me the requirements that I need to meet. And when I click on remarks, it tells me everything is in German, but it basically says that I need to have 3 subjects in O level and 2 subjects A level. So if you want to understand these minimum requirements, you can just highlight everything and you can copy paste in Google Translate. And it tells us that if you're a holder of a Cambridge certificate, you need to have 3 O-level subjects and you need to have 2 A-level subjects, okay? And if you need to understand other specific requirements, you just copy paste again and put it in Google Translate to be able to see what they mean. However, if you have a ZIMSEC A-level certificate, let's see what they need. When you have a ZIMSEC A-level certificate, you do not have a direct entry to the German public universities. And what you need to do is to go through the preparatory college. This one is usually for 1 year, and they call it the student college in order to be admitted to any of the German universities. So a ZIMSEC A-level certificate does not grant you direct access into public universities in Germany. You would need to have this preparatory college. And in order to do this student college, you can click on the minimum requirements in order to see what they want. Usually is 3 O-level passes, ZIMSEC, and 2 A-level passes in order to qualify for this program. So I really hope you found this useful. On to the next website, which I said is the DAAD one. So once you go to the DAAD website, you can see that you have a lot of options here. Find scholarships for study programs in German, international programs, language short courses, etc. For us, for example, if you go to international programs, and then we can click, maybe we want to study engineering. And we can see that there are 577 places that are offering this study program. And some of them obviously are offering it in German, some of them are offering it in English. So we can filter from here. For example, I want to do this in English only. And mode of study, maybe full-time. And you also have the option to select the city. And when we go here, the course type specific, you have the option either to say you want to go to university where there's no fees, that is only there's the semester fee, the 247, or the maximum that you can afford is 500. It all depends really, guys. So maybe for us, let's select the maximum that we can afford is 500 euro for this course. And we can see that we are now left with 249 universities. So for example, if we're doing it at the University of Dengenhof, and it's in English, it's going to last 7 semesters, and it begins in the winter semester. So, and all the others you can navigate. So once you, maybe if you need, you can select more filters in accordance to your preference, and then you can make a short list of the kind of the universities that you want to go to and the requirements. Then you're good to go and start applying. I really wish you the best and success. So make sure that you do utilize this website. I'm going to link it in the description of this video so that you don't get lost. Thank you for watching. So we have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found it useful. If you still have questions, or if you want me to clarify anything, please do leave your questions in the comment section and I'll be happy to reply. And until we see each other again in the next video, be safe and well in the world. Bye.